So the onions are ready. They've been cooking for about 12-13 minutes. They've browned nicely. They've softened, and you can see the color here. They're just beginning to stick to the bottom also. And at this point, I'm going to add 2 cloves of crushed garlic into that and mix that in for about 15 to 30 seconds.
Let me get the rest of that out.
And I can already smell the garlic. It smells delicious. By the way, that 1 tablespoonful of olive oil that I put in is 120 calories. That's about 8% of the total calories that will constitute this full pot of vegetable soup. Now I'm going to add 12 cups of water.
Just a little to begin with. Allow it
a little bit just to scrape off the font from the bottom. The font is the brown stuff from the onions that are just beginning to burn, and that's what really adds the flavor to it. Alright, good enough. And then we'll add some more, the rest of the water. Another 4 cups right there, and another 8 coming in here. Just mix that a little bit. The stove is still on. It's set on sort of medium to low. And now we're going to add the beans. And I'm going to read to you all the beans that are in here. Take a look at this mix of beans. Let me get the list of the kinds of beans that are in here. So as I put these in, I'm going to read this. It's a 1/4 cup each of pink beans, pinto beans, black beans, great northern beans, navy beans, chickpeas, baby lima beans, barley, a 1/2 cup of split peas, a 1/4 cup of lentils, and that's it for now. Then we add 5 carrots cut up. We follow that with, what is this?
Butternut squash.
Butternut squash. How much are we putting in here?
I wrote it down. I think it's 3 cups.
3 cups of butternut squash. Now this butternut squash is the part that I love the most, because this is what adds sweetness to the soup. And so some of you may be bothered by sweetness, but this is a healthy sweetness, because all the ingredients here, including the butternut squash, are complex carbohydrates. There's no sugar in this at all. So this is all healthy stuff. And the last ingredient that we'll add
at the end,
I'm not going to put it in now, is about 1 cup of chopped kale. This doesn't really add much to the taste, but it gives a bit of color, and it also provides you with a little bit of the green leafy vegetables, and those contain different minerals and vitamins compared with the beans and carrots that are in here. And then we'll cook this for about, well, until the vegetables are completely dissolved. You may have some of the beans may persist, but certainly the carrots will be completely dissolved. The lentils will be completely dissolved, almost. Almost. My wife is nodding.
Yeah. They're soft, not exactly dissolved.
Okay. And then the other thing that we did off camera was, when the onions and celery were cooking, we added half of a teaspoon of salt. The point of the salt is to try and get some of the water out of the onions and celery so that they cook faster. And as regards to any spices that you put in, you can add salt or fresh ground pepper to taste, according to your taste. We tend to cook with low salt, but you can add as much or as little as you want. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you was...
Or if you like Italian flavor, you can add Italian spices.
Oh, Italian spices? Have you?
I don't. I have on occasion.
Okay. And the other thing I wanted to show you, which is really the surprise, here. We have here a packet of Twizzlers, packet of Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, and Swedish Fish. Now, do not add these to the soup. Halloween is coming up. I'm giving these away. I'm not eating them myself. Nom, 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 nom. And that's the recipe for my wife, Mrs. Melmed's vegan vegetable soup. Now, here's the thing that I wanted to close with. In this pot, total is about 1,540 calories. We estimate that you will get about 15 1-cup servings from this. Some of this water is going to cook down. If it cooks down too much, you may want to add more. If you add water to this soup once it's already near ready, you will want to add some water from the kettle. If you add cold water, boiling water, it may cause the vegetables that are in here to harden and to lose some of their flavor and taste. So good luck making this soup. I look forward to seeing you lose weight with things like this. So 1 cup of this soup is equal to about maybe 130 calories, we estimate. And since many of you are on a diet of 700 calories a day, this makes a great low-calorie meal, very low fat. Just 1 tablespoon of oil in this whole thing. No butter, no other fat at all, no meat products whatsoever. So good luck to you all, and good night.